Hello, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter sign. Welcome to your April 2019 monthly tarot reading forecast. So let's just dig in, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, your role, your energy for the month of April 2019, you have the Lovers and you have Strength. Nice. So, with this being your energy, Sagittarius, I feel that many of you are focused on creating partnerships and commitments. You're desiring to work together with others. You're making decisions. You're trying to form contracts. And with strength, I feel that you have a lot of passion. You are having a lot of courage and emotional strength and resilience. And you are very driven at this time, Sagittarius. And I also feel there's like a need for you to be strong. You're very determined. You are focusing on personal power. Interesting. Very interesting. I like this energy for you, Sagittarius. I like this energy for you. It's like you are focusing on, you want more for yourself. You want more from life. You have a lot of passions. You have a lot of goals. You have a lot of dreams. You have a lot of desires. You have a lot of ideas. You have a lot of things that you want to make happen for yourself, that you want to create in your world. And I feel that you got so much going on in you around this that it's important for you to have some self control too. I feel the need to say to you, have some self control with strength, okay? Have some self control. And also with the Lovers, to make sure that you're making the right choices, okay? You want to make head and heart choices, all right? I feel that sometimes you have to, sometimes you're going to be so driven, or you're being so driven by your passions, that I feel that you want to make choices of the heart, and you should. But I feel that it is very important that you have a balance between the choices of the heart and when you should focus on making choices, logical choices, because sometimes choices of the heart are passionate choices that may not always be logical, right? So, and that's a difficult balance to maintain. But you see that moon energy here? I feel like you are intuitive, Sagittarius. You can tap into your intuition to guide you, to help you navigate between the two. And for you to be strong and have some self-control over your passions and desires. I feel that you are focused on a lot of things you want to create. Why? Because your feelings and emotions is overwhelmed. You have overwhelmed here. Swamped, inundated, and burdened. And you had another card that fell out. Creative, imaginative, inventive, and expressive. Okay? So these two energies came out. This is what you're feeling. This is what you're experiencing in the month of April. Can you see that? So I feel that you got a lot of, how they say, irons in the fire, right? And you got a lot of creative ideas. You got a lot of creative goals. And I feel like you want to launch them all, or at least you want to launch more than one. And only you know what creative projects you're focusing on and where you are in all of this. But there's an energy of being overwhelmed by all of this creative flow. And you want to be careful because you see, being overwhelmed so much, you can fuck around and end up getting nothing done. Or you can fuck around and fuck up. Feel me? So be careful about that. You may even have to pace yourself and slow down and really examine what it is you're trying to create. Why do you want to create it? What is the purpose that it will serve? Why are you so passionate about it? And is it something you should create at this time? Even more, whatever it is that you want to create, especially for those of you with more than one project on your mind that want to launch more than one of all of them. You see how this looks so chaotic? Perhaps it would be better to put all your focus into one project and really get the ball rolling with that one and even see some progress. And I don't mean progress meaning signs of it starting, but seeing progress like seeing it actually show you some return, show you that it's growing, that is showing you success before you launch the next one. And if it's just one creative project, I feel that it's important for you to not be scattered about that creative project, focusing on so many things, so many aspects about the project that the focus of the project can become blurred and misguided. Concentrate on the important components of the project, the meat of it, or the bones, the structure, the foundation that it's going to be built on. Because whatever that foundation is, that's what will hold it up or keep it standing. Or that foundation, if it's not set right, can have a crack. It all can come falling down and it not be built correctly if the foundation isn't right. I hope that makes sense. And so you have also power. So with power here, I feel like this is also talking about your creative strength. I feel that you have very strong creative ideas. I feel that this is your time. This is what I'm feeling about this energy with this power. This is your time. So whatever it is you're doing or working on, passionate or driven about, I do feel the time is now for you to move forward on it with power. But you also want to use wisdom and make sure, because I just feel like with the cat looking, make sure you're paying attention. Make sure you understand and have the knowledge and the wisdom that you need. Make sure that you're learning the process along the way. Make sure you're gaining the insight needed with whatever this is that you're doing or planning to do. But this is your time, I feel. This is you in the power of your passionate element of fire, of creativity. Also, we're coming out of Mercury retrograde, where things move forward. So the power of the momentum of your creativity and your drive and passions, um, if you were experiencing delays, if you were experiencing issues with your creativity, some blockages, um, or things just slowed down a little bit, with the Mercury retrograde coming to an end, you should see that shifting and moving forward and seeing more progress and momentum as time goes on for you now, Sagittarius. So your focus is, you have this Page of Cups. This is water energy. This is new energy, feelings, and emotions. Now, with this Page of Cups, I feel that for some of you, this is you focusing on your healing, healing yourself, healing your circumstances. But for many of you, I feel this is you focusing on your creativity. This is you tapping into your new creative abilities, realizing your new creative abilities, discovering your new creative abilities, learning more about being creative to add to your creative flow and creative juices that are percolating, that in order for you to perhaps bring some order and structure to what may have been feeling overwhelming for you with what you've been working on and doing, Sagittarius. Or this could even be around work or to do with home or family. But this feels like something that you're working on. This feels like a carryover from the week. So you have the Six of Cups that you're dealing with. This is water energy, feelings, and emotions. This could be someone from the past, something from the past. This could have something to do with children. But what I feel is this is you reconciling with your emotions, coming up to a conclusion that gives you emotional peace. And because you've come to that conclusion, you're now able to move away from this Eight of Swords energy. And this Eight of Swords energy is where there was restriction in the mind, feeling trapped, not able to see your way out, or in a situation, or this is feeling, this is a self-imposed prison. This is feeling like you can't think your way out of something. This here is worry. This could be confusion. But I feel that this, with this energy of the Eight of Swords, that you felt restricted, or you felt trapped in your mind about what you wanted to create or work on, or should you work on or create whatever you were passionate about or really wanted to do. I feel that you were torn between your responsibilities, or is it getting in the way with your responsibilities, or is it practical, or does it even make sense? And I feel that you were able to come out of the self-imposed prison, and you saw your way out of this negative thinking pattern, and you've reconciled and come to a conclusion that gives you peace. And I feel that you've chosen to create. Now, a few of you may have chosen not to, and that gives you peace, and you're healing because of it. But many of you, you're healing because you've chosen to be creative. and focus on your creativity. Come out of being stuck in your mind and focus on what your passions are and give it a try. And so you have this Page of Wands, fire energy. And what I find so interesting and uniquely nice is that this Page of Wands, the way the cards were laid out, I hope you can see this. I want you to see this. If I could get my hands to hold it. Okay. Okay. You see that? Am I even doing this justice? Okay. So this is the Page of Cups, and just below it is the Page of Wands. And this is the other energy that you're dealing with while this is your focus, right? And you see how this Page of Wands is just looking straight up with his arm raising up towards this Page of Cups as if to give this life, to give it energy, to lend it its passion, its creative desires, its energy, right? Well, the Page of Wands is just that. It's about new energy, new passion, new drive, a new passionate idea, a new path, new creativity, combined with the creativity of emotion and instinct. And so I feel with this Page of Wands energy, you are pouring your new ideas and creativity. You're going in a new direction and you're pushing forward. You're pushing forward with your creativity, your passion, and with whatever this is you're looking to create, to manifest, whatever this project you want to bring to life or bring into existence, or projects. And so you have this Knight of Swords. Now, knights bring about events. And this knight is around communication and thought and planning and strategy. Now, with this knight is, if you can see this, got his sword up and he looks to be moving really fast. So I feel that you are taking action. You have been planning and carrying out your plans. You are communicating with others and trying to forge and build partnerships and relationships that are in support and in collaboration with helping to create and build whatever this is that you plan to bring into existence, to manifest, that you're passionate about. And you are giving it all your thought. This is your driving force. You give this a lot of thought, a lot of planning, a lot of strategy. But what I want you to be cautious about is that you see how some of this is looking a little bit gloomy and dark. I feel that with this energy of the Knight of Swords, you want to be careful about not being too hasty. You don't want to be reckless in how you move forward. You want to be careful about the way that you're communicating with others. You want to be careful about the plans that you're making. You don't want to be irresponsible with your plans. You want to make sure you are making and forming the right relationships and partnerships. Be careful about the contracts that you're going into or forming. I feel that it's important for you to protect and guard what you are creating through documents. Licensing is coming to mind. Some forms of licensing. There's different kinds. I don't know how it will relate to what you're creating, but you will. Have you done that? Are you in the process of that? But you want to make sure that you also are not being irrational. And I also feel as you move forward, you want to try to be as logical as possible. And I do feel that you are experiencing difficulties seeing clearly or thinking clearly. Okay. I feel that you may experience or have been experiencing clouded judgment about your plans, about your decisions. And so you want to be careful about that. You want to try to move forward as logically as possible. I also feel that you don't have you don't have it all sorted out, whatever this is that you are planning to create or that you're working on. I don't feel you have it all sorted out in your head. I feel like this is a process and that the path isn't clear to you. It's not all, wide open where you see every step, and you may be stumbling as you go. It's like, you something opens up, sheds a little light, and then you're stumbling in the dark again. And so you want to be careful because you don't want to trip either. But I do feel that forward movement is happening. So you want to also be able to keep up, and you want to also make sure that you're not moving too fast either, that this gets away from you. It's also important for you to cut away what no longer serves you, because you have this Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is challenging energy. Five of Wands is fire energy. This is about strife. This is about changes. You may need to adapt to some changes. You may need to make some changes. You may experience challenges, strife with others, challenges with yourself, creative challenges, or challenges in whatever you're creating or working with, or who you're working with, or decisions that you're making. And so you want to also take action to bring change to those challenges through figuring out what action you can take. But you want to also make sure that you're not reckless in doing that. Now, what's interesting about this Five of Wands, I mean, the Five of Wands energy, these are fucking monsters. Okay? It brings me to the thought about your weekly reading, Sagittarius, where I want to emphasize again, because these two monsters are the same creature practically. And what comes to mind is to warn you to not sabotage yourself. Okay? Don't get in your own way. Don't become your own obstacle or barrier to what you're creating or doing. Focus on staying out of strife in yourself and in your circumstances and with what you're creating. And remember, whenever you're creating, changes happen. So be able to adapt. Adapt to what you're creating. Adapt to how you're creating. Adapt to what goes into the process of what you're creating and how you're trying to bring it to life and what it takes to do that. With the focus in this Five of Wands of always being determined to see what action to take that allows you to have the desired result that lets you benefit in the situation and move away from strife, or to be able to diffuse the situation so that you can remove any challenges before they start, which is even better, right? So your challenge is you got this Knight of Pentacles, Earth energy. Another Knight is here for you. Now this Knight is focused, determined, resourceful, logical, methodical, a planner, very detailed, pays attention to all the details, takes its time. That's why he's so slow, the slowest Knight of the Knights. But this Knight is reliable and responsible and will get the job done because he plans everything out. He looks at what needs to get done, how to do it, who can do what, what's the backup plan, what's the backup plan to the backup plan, what's the alternative, what's the alternative to that, what happens if this happens, what will be done, what happens if that happens, to what will happen to that happens to this happens. Yeah, that's how it goes. The Knight is very practical. The Knight also is very resourceful, but the Knight will figure out how to get shit done. And these are your challenges, Sagittarius, with this Knight of Pentacles. So let's take a look at your guidance. Now, you had several cards fall out, so let's dive right into that, shall we? Wow, you have action. Take some form of action without regrets. Examine what is holding you back from taking action and cut it loose. You will get the most immediate results through acting decisively. No maybe. So take action. But take action when you have the decision, when the choice is clear. You shouldn't make a decision if you're not clear on the decision. But when you get clear, handle it. You have creativity. Nice. So you have creativity showed up twice. Well, 3 times if you count. 4 times when you count the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups and creativity here. So you have creativity, Sagittarius. Take a risk. If you are to lead a creative life, invite creativity into your life. Create something new for yourself. Creativity. Leap of faith. Take a chance. Balance. Somehow figure out how to juggle all that shit and create. But this is your guidance, Sagittarius. And Sagittarius, finally, you have play. Find time to incorporate play into your everyday life. Allow your inner child to experience joy. You deserve to be happy and be joyful around others. This is one of the most and beneficial ways that you can tap into your creative juices and creativity is to play, to have fun, to have a sense of humor, to smile more, to laugh more, to be more lighthearted about things. And don't be so self-critical. Lighten up. You can find some of your most creative ideas through simple play and pleasure. I hope these messages help. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And thanks for watching. Bye.